Welcome to Bart Racing, competition racing here tonight at Daytona, 90 laps. Going to be some fierce competition out here. The guys have been practicing, turning some great laps. And I think we're going to see some pretty good racing here. Joining me in the booth tonight, I got Aaron Davis joining me in here, and Rush. Rush, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. This should be a pretty good battle here tonight. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah. I can't wait for these trucks to get out there and start drafting and getting up to speed.
Oh yeah. All right, Aaron, are you kind of excited about this here, being in the booth with Rush and I? This should be a pretty good experience watching these guys run out here tonight.
Yeah, it should, because I've watched their pit parties. It's going to be a fun race. There's going to be a lot of beating and banging here.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good crowd to race with, and you know we see this a lot with different leagues and everything that these guys run in. Or, you know, a lot of guys run in that they're kind of a little bit uneasy when they're out here in practice. You know, they're trying different things, maybe hooked up with a different partner, but when they get out there race time, it's like a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, but tonight's a long race, 90 laps. You're just going to have to ride into the last couple laps, and then that's when you have to make your move.
You gotta try to stay out there and keep your fenders clean, not getting any wrecks.
We should be about 5 minutes away from the guys getting ready to qualify. I know it doesn't show that, but they advance it, and we should be going live here in about 5 minutes for qualifying. Looks like we may have about 20 guys in the server at the moment. Probably will be a couple more, I think, might join at the last minute here. They were in earlier and dropped out for whatever reason, but they probably will be back. But I'm kind of looking forward to getting this thing underway here. 90 laps, long race, but I think these guys have proven that they can handle the long races.
Tell you what, man, looking at all these trucks in this track, boy, I just want to roll mine out of the garage and get up here.
Yeah, it's pretty tempting.
Break out the old Incredible Hulk and get going.
There you go. We should be a couple of minutes away now from qualifying here. We'll have to kind of keep an eye out when he does advance a session. looked like George Bart got the fastest lap time there so far. At a 44 something there. I didn't quite see that, but 44.783. Wow, that's smoking.
That's not bad.
Lance Johnson nipping at his heels there, only 34 one-thousandths of a second. It could have been a little bit of drafting help in that. I'm not sure. It wasn't, I didn't see him turn that lap, but. Well, they should be coming down to the closing seconds here, I believe.
Guys, it's going to be starting. We're just waiting on 2 more guys to come in the room.
Roger that.
I just want to let you know.
Hey guys, I'm just going to let you know that Michelangelo's Painting is going to throw out $5 to anyone in the top 5 tonight with the Michelangelo's Painting logo on their truck.
Are you talking to me?
I guess he said that over the broadcast, so.
Oh, I didn't know he was broadcasting. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, Michelangelo's Painting is gonna put $5 out to. Go ahead, say that again, Michael.
I'm gonna throw $5 out to anyone in the top 5, finishing in the top 5 that has the Michelangelo's Painting logo on their truck.
Very cool. Very cool. If I would have known that, I would have put your logo on the thing here, but I didn't.
That's it. I believe Michelangelo's Painting is sponsoring the Las Vegas race next week. So.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a pretty good race to see these guys go out and try to turn some really good laps on Las Vegas. That's actually, since the new build has turned into pretty much a premium track with the trucks, and that should be a very, very good race.
Yeah, we always have some really good races at Las Vegas.
I might have to race in that.
It's a fun race there. I gotta admit.
I like Vegas. I like Daytona too.
All right, still waiting on a couple of extra guys here to come in here and turn some laps. And once they get in, I think we're going to get this thing underway.
Yes, sir. Got a $5 chip on the table.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Shoot, $5. I'm gonna put a magic marker in Michelangelo Painting on my truck and get in there.
You would too.
I would too. Little tiny letters.
Yep.
They probably get scraped off also.
Yeah.
And then I could say, see, it was right there. Yeah, you want to see it anyways. My truck probably get wrecked anyways.
There's the MaxSpeedTV truck going around right now. The MaxSpeedTV Michelangelo truck. Michelangelo painting. Alright, looks like we're done with practice now, and they're going to move on to qualifying.
Yes. Oh yeah, session been advanced.
Alright, so let's get down here and watch their qualifying times, see what kind of times they can turn in, guys. This is always a good race here. I love broadcasting these races at Daytona at night is just awesome. It really enhances the cars, makes them shine, you know, a lot. You get that glimmer off of the cars and the windshield, and I love broadcasting here at night, here in Charlotte.
I just can't wait to see some of this racing that's going to go on. These guys always put on a good show.
They sure do. Last week, we had a pretty good race last week. There was a couple extra cautions, but all in all, not a bad race. You know, we watched these guys, and man, I'm telling you what, they put on a heck of a show. Not sure if we got any viewers in Twitch. Oh yeah, we got a few of them. Welcome all you viewers. Hope you enjoy the show here tonight. This should be a great race here for these guys. 90 laps here at Daytona. This should be pretty good. Alright, looks like Lloyd Carver coming in on the top spot with a 47.4. Dale Smalley right there nipping on his heels, only 12 one-thousandths of a second difference as everybody turning in their first lap. Oh, Gary Bauer coming in with a 47.3. Look at the 47.3s coming in now, guys.
These guys are zooming around here.
I'm telling you. Some of these guys, I've watched them race here. Gary Bauer, Mark Maffitt, Phil Carsley. These guys are, wow. Dale Smalley. If I had to make a pick tonight, I would probably pick Dale Smalley for the win, but you know, Gary Bauer is extremely strong every week, and you know, not taking anything away from any of them other guys because they're all awesome racers. But Dale Smalley, I believe, is leading in the points, and he really puts on a great show here every week.
he's been a pretty solid driver the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely one to keep your eyes on.
Michael D'Amico in starting in the 14th spot there with a 47.4. So, you know, we're looking at a pretty tight field here, all within about a tenth. So, wow. All right, looks like they're all done qualifying now. So we're going to get up here to our pole setter here, and we're going to run down through the grid real quick.
And
right.
turn some of them down.
Gary Bowers starting on the pole in the 07 with a 47.370. Mark Maffett be starting on the outside in the number 10. In third spot, the 42 of Philip Carsley. In fourth, the 14 of Lloyd Carver. In fifth place, Dale Smalley starting in the number 69. Hey, that's your number, Rush.
Yes, sir.
David Whiteside going to be starting in the sixth spot. Those two have not gridded yet. In the number 171. Kevin Savory has not gridded yet either. In the number 89, starting in the seventh spot. Steve Staten in the eighth spot in the number 8. In ninth, the number 54 of Stephen Hollingsworth. In 10th, the number 25 of Lance Johnson. Aaron, go ahead.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
You want to take up 11th there? 11th spot?
Yes. 11th spot is George Bark with the 47.453. And 12th spot we have Mark Brown. And 13th we have Gary Konzelman. In 14th we have Michael D'Amico. In 15th we have Glenn Suave. In 16th we have George Bark 2. In 17th, we have Michael Hauser. In 18th, we have... let me find it here. Excuse me, I can't seem to find number 18.
William Kehoe.
Sorry, William Kehoe. Sorry about that. Dale Gravel is in 19th position, and rounding out the... 20th is Cecil Jackson. Right. 21st, Ralph Shipman, and... I think 23rd is Skip Lynn. I don't know if he's racing or not.
Yeah, I don't think he is. I think he's one of the admins. So, all right, well, thank you, Aaron. We'll get back up here to our leader.
Hey, Lee Ridge is an admin too?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we'll just get Lee out there anyways. He deserves to get his name said once in a while.
That's right.
All right, let's get going here. Pace car leading them around.
All right, well, Rush, you want to call out the green flag for me there, please?
I guess so if I have to.
Well, if you don't want to, that's fine. Aaron can do it.
Yeah, let the rookie do it.
Let the rookie do it, huh? Okay, Aaron, go ahead and call down the green flag for me.
Need to get them back behind the ears.
Aaron's no rookie. He's done this many times.
All right, I got the back half of the field for you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Just let me know if you see any good battles going on or a wreck or anything. Try to get a car number if you can. That way I can swing right back there on them.
I hope this 22 gets his connection problems fixed.
And the pace car ducks off on the pit road. And the green flag is out here at Daytona.
All right. Thank you, Aaron.
Green, green, green!
All right, Everybody gets into fourth gear here, going into turn one. And it looks like Gary Bauer's still holding on there on the bottom side. Mark Maffett had just a touch of a lead on him there, but it looks like that might be dwindling. Those two trying to get something working on that high side. The 14 of Lloyd Carver up there with Mark Maffett. Mark Maffett's another one that's pretty strong. I've watched him week after week too. He's pretty strong.
They had an advantage going into 3 and 4, but then Gary, he just pulled out of the lead.
Gary's pretty tough, pretty much about any track. I've seen him a lot. Not so much just on the super speedways, but on a lot of the like 1.5 mile, 2 mile, and bigger tracks, he is pretty tough.
And that bottom line seems to be really strong. I mean, I don't think the high side can really do anything this early into the race. Maybe they can build it up.
Well, if they get enough guys up there, and it does look like the 42 of Philip Carsley goes up there with them. If they can get 3 or 4 guys up there, they may be able to do something with these leaders. And it looks like the 14 of Lloyd Carver's kind of falling off the pace a little bit, losing that draft in front too.
And Philip Carsley leads that lap on the high side. Oh, they almost made contact there.
Dale Smalley now hooking up here with Gary Bauer. Those two are going to try to motor back by on the inside. Coming up right behind him, Kevin Savory in the 5th spot here, not really being pushed by anybody or pushing anybody. Those just kind of hanging in limbo right now. Got a long ways to go. Looks like the number 10 comes down the line here. Everybody getting back into single file. Philip Carsley and his partner there, Mark Maffett, got back down into the low line.
I have 22 to 58 back there. They lost the draft already. They're about 3 seconds behind the back.
Yes, they have. Yeah, they're way back here. Still working good together. And they could be just playing it safe, you know.
As possible.
It's a long race.
They're safe. They're safe, and then they're safe.
Yeah. Well, they're already 4.2 seconds behind the leader, and they're not really pushing each other either.
Nope.
Most of the field now is single file, just riding it out since it's such a long race here.
Yeah, trying to get some of these laps run down. I think that's probably not a bad move. Michael D'Amico.
Somebody on the apron.
Yeah, what happened there? Michael D'Amico took it down on the apron, and it looks like he's lost everything trying to get this thing back up to speed now. And it looks like he might have a little bit of damage on the rear of that truck.
I'll let you go because these two are coming up on him. Yeah, he's lost the draft and everything. He's done.
Oh, man. Well, not yet. Well, we don't want to say he's done yet.
It looks like the 37 going into turns 1 and 2, I think they made a little bit of contact and knocked D'Amico under the yellow line going into the turn, and then he just caught the apron.
Oh, man. Well, maybe he can get hooked up with one of these two back here and back a little further and get back up to the front.
Yep. That would be nice.
Stephen Hollingsworth here running in the 6th spot. Not bad for him. He's doing really good. I haven't seen him do a whole lot of racing so far this season, but looks like he's doing pretty good here, hanging on to that 6th spot. Every one of these guys are single file now. Nobody trying anything on the high side right now.
I just think later on in the run, maybe the high side, if somebody wants to go up there, you're going to need a big train of people to get by the inside. You're going to have to take all the momentum away, and that's how they're going to go.
Lloyd Carver started 4th, and he's clear back to the 18th spot now as he's lost all of them positions as everybody went single file. So Maybe that was by design, not sure. He may have just decided that, I'm just going to ride around and back here. I'm not comfortable being up there racing for the lead just yet. Could be. George Bart now up to the 10th spot. Now we got a couple of them taking a bit on the high side. The 44 there of George Bart and 171 of David Whiteside, trying to see if they could make the outside line work.
They could get just a couple more people up there. They could ride up to the front. I don't know if they get up to the lead, but I can see some other people are poking at a line now. The 78, I think.
Yeah, we've got a few of them back here. They're guys are starting to shift these things around a little bit.
Excuse me, the 73 and the 25 are hooked up now on the high side. Trying to make something work here.
Mark Brown and Lance Johnson. Looks like we've got a 4-car pack going up there on that high side. Let's see how this is going to work out for these guys. See if they can get together and motor by some of these guys on the inside and gain a few positions.
If somebody up front in the front of the pack, if they would poke out a line, the outside line could get their draft and pull them up even closer to the lead.
We're just not seeing anybody push yet. And, maybe everybody's just really kind of riding right now. They don't want to be doing any pushing.
Got the number 14 coming up to join the pack on the high side. Lloyd Carver.
Yeah. He's trying to get out there, maybe catch on to the draft of them. Because he was running in the tail end of this lead pack. George Bart now back to the 17th spot. William Keogh 16th. So these guys here are pretty much about where they started the race, just kind of trying to ride it out. Long race to go here, only on lap 11, guys.
And the 44 George Bart and the 171, they are making some moves on the outside right now. They have pulled up on a lot of the pack now. They're almost up to the lead.
Look at that. Yeah, they're really motoring here. They've got one heck of a run on that high side. But that 171 there of David Whiteside, he's going to have to cool that thing down. He's been pushing for quite a few laps.
Yeah, going into turns 3 and 4, the 171 and the 44, they were going 202 miles an hour in a truck. Wow. They were hauling down the backstretch.
Wow.
And I think David is cooling off his engine a little bit now. I think he pushed it a little bit too far. But now that outside line's really up to the front now.
Well, that's pretty cool, but Gary Bauer's still back out here. Gary's led 9 laps already. And looks like George Bart's led 1 and Philip Carson's led 1. So that's all the laps that have been led so far. Coming to the line this time here to take lap 13 out of 90. Whoa, I messed up there. My bad.
And it looks like
the backfield to 11 seconds.
Yeah, I'm showing Michael D'Amico now back here 12 seconds behind the leader.
Yep.
And it looked like the 171 of David Whiteside, he fell back out of the draft on the high side. They took him 3 wide going into 1 and 2, and now he's falling back away from the draft, it seems. Now the people on the high side are trying to go down low. We got a wreck. The 73 just came down and the 14's around.
73 saved it too.
And the 38 spinning down the front stretch. No caution though. The 21's got damage.
We're going to go back here and look at this because We've got some pretty damaged trucks here.
That should have been a caution.
We got about 4 trucks back here that's lost the draft from that wreck.
Looks like coming down the back stretch here. I think it was just yet.
I think it happened in turns 3 and 4, I think.
Yep.
That's when it all happened.
Okay. Yeah, they're dancing around a little bit here, and it looks like the 25 of Lance Johnson comes up the hill and collects Mark Brown. Ooh, man.
I think 73 came down just a little hair or two, and the 25 and made contact. But they did the 25 truck. Gosh, that was a mighty save there on both of their parts. A few others weren't so fortunate.
No caution. Wow, that's amazing.
Lloyd Carver, he got into it pretty bad. He got turned to the outside wall. And the 38 of William Keogh, he hit the inside wall pretty good there after spinning.
This jumbled up everything around. A lot of the guys now. We've got a lot of guys way back now. William Keogh, Lloyd Carver, Mark Brown. These guys, Mark Brown's already 2 laps down. That was in the number 73. I'm not sure. He may have had to tow. I think he blew up or something and just barely made it. I believe they only have 1 reset, maybe 2. I think only 1. But Gary Bauer continuing the lead out here, led 13 laps so far. Man, I'm telling you what, him and Dale Smalley, those two have gotten hooked up and they're already starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Double Carsley now already almost a half a second behind them in 3rd spot. This has kind of broke the field up a little bit, and I think this is what we kind of anticipated. Even if you go back to the 12th spot, that kind of jumbled up the field a lot, and these guys here now, they're back here almost 6 seconds behind that leader.
Yeah, they got the back half of the field just disconnected from all the checkups they had to do. So now it's just all spread out, and the lead pack, they're still single file here, just waiting for the end of the race, I guess.
This should catch up. Some of the back part of the field should start catching up to the middle part of the field, and maybe they can eventually everybody get back up here and get back into the hunt of things. We're going to be probably looking at green flag pit stops here, I believe, around lap 40, 38 to 40. I believe, gosh, I can't remember when. I can never remember on all these tracks what the pit window is.
And the 8 and the 13 of Gary Komsman and Steve Staten, they moved up to the outside line now. See if maybe if they can do anything. Moved up to the middle to the higher line.
Those two also teammates with the ones that are right behind them, Glenn Schwab and George Bart. All 4 of them running the same paint schemes with sister trucks.
And I've been watching them back there. I know the 44 and the 37, they have a little bit of damage with each other, but I've been watching them because they're teammates and they can really get up to the front really fast, as the 8 and the 13 are proving right now. They have made their way up almost to 3rd.
Oh, yeah, that 37 got a big dent in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a checkup dent.
Probably involved in the wreck that happened earlier. And the 8 and the 13 are now challenging for the lead now. But I still don't know if they can do it, and 2 other trucks have jumped out here.
That's what they need up there. They need about 4 trucks up on that high side, and if they can get hooked up, The outside line is faster than the inside line if you can get it, like I said, 3, 4, 5 trucks. Ooh, we got a little bit of touch.
Here we go, here we go.
There's the big one.
There's the big one.
Oh, somebody just went flying in a million pieces. 44.
Gary Konzelman, we got a bunch of them here. Oh man, we got a bunch of them tore up. Well, let's go back and watch this in the instant replay. Gary Konzelman. These guys in the back are probably really welcoming this this caution here so they can get caught up to the field. This is where he's Gary kind of come down the hill, and I think he might have got into Dale Smalley a little bit there, and that's what maybe started the whole thing.
To me, it looks like Dale. I don't know. I think he maybe got hooked on the 07's bumper, and because I mean, he just shot up.
That could be.
It's not just like a turn. It was just like a jerk up there. He may have got hooked when he was trying to push him.
Let's go
And
back.
knocked the 13 into the wall. And the 89 went up.
Caught up. Hey, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
Go on the camera on the 44 truck.
All right,
And watch him. He gets shot out of the stadium like a rocket. The truck just disappears.
I'll slow it right down as these guys are all crashing here. Oh boy, does he ever. He goes right up into the sky and he's out of there.
Gone. He's gone. He got rocketed out of the stadium.
Wow. All right, looks
Stephen
like
Hollingsworth, if you go on his in-car, he has a really good shot of what happens up there with Dale.
All right, well, we're back up live now, but yeah, that was really unfortunate for these guys. Gary Bauer now, these guys, the leaders, looks like maybe coming down pit road here, guys.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, we got some unscheduled pit stops, but I guess they're all welcome nonetheless.
Definitely. All the leaders coming down pit road, so everybody comes to a screeching halt in their pit box.
Everybody came down. There's not one car behind the pace car.
Well, that was probably a good thing. It looks like, oh, okay, Gary Bauer taking right side tires.
Glenn Swab, I think he maybe missed his pit box because he just drove straight through pit road.
Oh, man. All right, so coming off pit road here, we'll have to see Gary Bauer's still going to be our leader, though. It looks like Stephen Hollingsworth beat Dale Smalley off of pit road.
Wow, we had an accident on pit road.
Oh, no.
Yep. And we got a guy came out of the pits. He hit something. Now he's smoking in the
I
backstretch.
think that's Dale Gravel. 21.
Hey, look at the front of his car. He just hit something. It's like 4 cars that were just crashed, all trying to get off of pit road.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I just heard the 14, he was trying to tow back to his pit, and he stopped and he couldn't get to the key fast enough, and Dale just made contact with him. He had nowhere to go.
We'll watch this an instant replay here. Oh, my. Oh, yeah. That's bad. Wow. So he's going to have to come down pit road again. Doggone.
Oh, yeah. He's got that mosquito catcher out there.
Yep. Yeah, he's spraying for skeeters.
Yeah. You better hope his motor don't blow before he gets back to pit.
Yeah.
That thing is smoking good.
Yep. All right, well, 23 laps in the book now, guys, and Gary Bauer's led 20 of the 23 laps, so wow.
And Steve Staten is in second place now.
Stephen Hollingsworth third. Dale Smalley going to be restarting fourth. So that's going to kind of split up him and Gary Bauer now. So whether he's going to be trying to get back down there with Gary Bauer, or if he's going to try to hook up with either Steve Staten or Stephen Hollingsworth, we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on this and see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, and he's been disconnected from all of his teammates because I think all of his teammates except him got up into that big wreck that we had on the front stretch.
Oh, man.
So he's sort of on his own now until somebody can catch up with him or he can fall back to him.
Got 5 trucks laps downs. Looks like Glenn Schwab is the first one down a lap.
Yeah, I think he just got waved around the pace car. Yeah, he did.
There we go. 4 we got Crash D'Amico in the 9th spot.
Yeah.
Caught up now. Look at that.
Back up into the hunt of things, so that's good for him. After getting kind of jumbled back there a little bit and was so far back in the field, it didn't look like he was ever going to get caught back up. If that thing would have went green the whole way, he wouldn't have finished very good, maybe like in the top 15. But
yeah, he'd have been lapped.
Here he is running in the 9th spot now, so I'm sure he's glad for that.
Mm-hmm.
Running the MaxSpeedTV truck and Michelangelo's painting.
Yeah, what a brown noser.
I'm sure we're probably glad he's got his mic muted.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be hearing some cuss words coming out of that mic right now, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
I heard that up in the booth, guys.
There he is. Michael, how's the racing been going for you out there?
It's getting out to a bad start there, but like you said, I'm glad to be up here in front again.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you back up there, buddy, and good luck for the rest of the race.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, well, looks like everybody double back up, and they're going to be getting the green flag here.
Lights are off on the pace car.
Now, Gary Bauer and Dale Smalley, I think they may be working together because they didn't come off of each other's bumpers, and they're both in different lanes, so it'd be interesting to see if they ever get disconnected or if Gary will fall back to Dale or Dale will get up to Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. And we might just see, Stephen Staten take right off with Dale Smalley there, and those two try to get going on the high side. And you never know, Dale Smalley could dump him off. I hate to say that, but that could happen. Dump him off and go back in front of Gary Boyer, and so he can lead a lap. Because Dale Smalley's not led a lap yet.
He's the points leader, I believe, right?
I think he is, yes. All right, well, Aaron, you want to call this down for me, please?
Yeah, I will. Pace car's off. And we're green here at Daytona again.
All right, thank you, sir. It looks like Dale Smalley's got something going there. He's trying to get Steve Staten going on the high side. But you know what? Hollingsworth is not going to back off of Gary Bauer's truck at all. He wants to get up there and lead some laps, too.
And Dale, he is pushing the crap out of the 8 car right now, just trying to get him up to the front.
We may see just what I just called, because we can get up ahead of Gary Bauer and jump off Steve Staten on that high side. He may drop down in front of Gary Bauer and try to be back up there with his teammate again. But Hollingsworth he's not gonna let that happen. He says, no, you guys aren't gonna be changing up partners with me. They're gonna try to keep Smalley and Bauer separated, I think.
We got some more trucks on the outside too coming, so that may be better for the outside line because Gary and Excuse me. And Stephen Hollingsworth, they may fall back, but now it seems the 8 and the 69, they've fallen into the inside line.
Kevin Savory now moves up to the 6th spot. I'm showing him in the 7th. He falls back in here. Yeah, Smalley drops down to the inside. So let's see where he's going to be going with that. It's like you said, the 25 now up into the mix. Lance Johnson and his partner up there on the 171, David Whiteside. Those two trying to get hooked up on the high side, but they haven't had good luck yet. Now Michael D'Amico pops his head into the picture here. He's in the 8th spot, but on that low line and may have a run this time. Dale Gravel right behind him. Looks like a pretty good battle here as everybody on the low line just staying single file. Nobody really pushing right at the moment. Michael D'Amico now back here 0.6 of a second behind the leader. Getting back up to our leader here, Gary Bauer back out here, and Stephen Hollingsworth pushing him. And these guys really kind of surprised me here. They didn't actually get hooked up like I thought they would get hooked up, guys, and they're kind of falling into the nose to tail section here, and Smalley having to settle for 4th place right now, and he's off of Bauer's bumper like we said.
We've got a lap car coming up here.
This time by going to be lap 30, so we'll be a third of the way through this race. And so far, we've only had 1 caution, 6 different lead changes. And that's pretty good for Gary Bauer leading so many laps out here. He's now led 29 laps. Or I'm sorry, 26. I apologize. 26 laps. The 22 stays way up high and gives these guys all the room they need to get by. And that's Ralph Shipman. Ralph Shipman already going he's 3 laps down.
I think he may have got caught up in the first accident that did not bring out a caution. And now the outside line, they're coming on strong now.
I think he was the car that towed. That's why he's doing that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that could be then. All right. Yeah, the 73 now moving up to. So we've had some different folks up here now. The 73. 73.
Oh, I think he's a lap down. He's a lap down.
Okay, I was going to say, because he's clearing the back. Yeah, he's 15th place car, 1 lap down. And he's running up here being pushed by the number 71 of Mark Hauser.
And Michael, he's not a lap down, so they may just be using him as just to draft with somebody.
That could be, yeah. The more up there, the better, because and the 71 comes down into the low line right in front of the number 8 of Steve Staten. He makes room for him. Wow. Dumps off that lap down car. The 73 of Mark Brown just dumps him off. And it was like, thanks for getting me up here, buddy, but I gotta go.
See you later. Have a nice night.
Right,
and Steve Staten, since he's on the lead lap, and George Bark, he is not. He's up there near his teammate. They may be, if they can get back to working with each other, they may be able to get something done, even though George is 2 laps down.
Yeah, now Dale Smalley going up there working with George Bark, the number 44, on the high side.
Everybody's getting all fanned out now. There's about 2 lanes instead of 1. They're getting a little antsy.
Past that third of the way mark, so now we're going to be looking for
look for the heroes to emerge.
I'm looking all the way back. We're back to 12th spot. George Bark. I'm looking at George Bark here in the 12th spot. In the number 24, the last one in this lead pack right here, but running about 9/10 of a second behind the leader.
Is that lap car they're coming up on?
Yep, and he's giving them plenty of room.
Wide. Nice.
Good job. That's the 42 of Philip Carsley. Philip Carsley, you'll see, that's going to put him 2 laps down now.
And Mark Brown's working with 89 of Kevin Savory, and Mark Brown is a lap down, but Kevin Savory is not, so they may be working together here and get out to the lead. And Dale Smalley is in the lead now, pushing the 84 of George Bark that is a lap down.
Yeah, he may have Dale Smalley just might have found a new partner.
Kevin Savory led that lap.
We got Gary Bauer right behind Dale Smalley here, but Dale Smalley pushing the heck out of the 44. George Bark, wow.
And Kevin Savory, he drops off the 73 to get down in line in front of Gary Bauer for the second position.
You know, we've got 2 George Barks in here. Okay.
There's the 44 and the 24.
Right. I think George Bark 2 is, I believe, that's
the
George,
24 then?
Yeah, I believe that's George Bark's son.
Okay.
I believe. Now, don't quote me on that. I'm probably wrong, but I think that's what it is.
That's a pretty good guess there, Rudy.
Pretty good guess?
Pretty good guess.
So one out in front here, the number 44, he is 2 laps down, the one that's right in front of Dale Smalley. Now the 24, which is running in the 10th spot, George Bark 2, he's running in the 10th spot and running pretty good here. Now he's getting hooked up with the 171 of David Whiteside on the high side. Let's go back here. I want to go back and check on Gary Konzelman running back here in the 14th spot. Nobody to draft with. Has lost all that track position because he got tangled up in that wreck up there early on. So this is kind of a shame for him, but looks like he is catching one of his teammates there, Steve Staten, in the number 8. Those two looks like they're going to be hooking up here, and maybe they'll get back up there. Now 18, almost 19 seconds behind the lead pack.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, all they can do is hope for a caution now. Let's go back up here. William Kehoe running in the 6th spot. These guys are really starting to show a little bit of signs of like they want to try to see if they can't find something to go on that high side. A lot of the guys up there. Michael D'Amico now back to the 9th place.
That was a close call. He almost came down into the 22 of Ralph Shipman and almost maybe caused a wreck almost.
Oh man.
Squeezed by.
I kind of caught that out of the corner of my eye, but I couldn't get back there fast enough. But yeah, it did look like he was kind of close there. It looked like Ralph might have had to check up to keep from hitting. Now Ralph working with the 25. They're going to go by here to Lance Johnson. Those two working together on the high side and trying to get a run on Michael D'Amico. Ooh, the 24 shuts a door on him.
And
puts
the
both of
25
them
and 22 are in the wall. They're in the wall.
Wow. What was up with that? The 24 just shut the door right on him. That's George Bark, too. I'm sure them guys weren't too happy about that because they had a heck of a run coming on that high side. Ralph going to fall all the way back here. He's still hooked up with Lincoln. He's blinking. He's still hooked up with the 71 here, but wow, that could have been disastrous. Philip Carsley now hooked up with Michael D'Amico. Philip's a couple laps down, but he's working quite well here with Michael D'Amico. Maybe get Michael back up into the hunt. Michael's out there, he doesn't really have a partner to dance with. And he's been kind of searching for one, but these guys run, together week after week, and they know how to run, with their certain partners, and they're not doing that intentionally against him. That's just the way it is, until he can get out here and get a name for himself and find a good dancing partner. And now it looks like Phillips got him caught back up.
Lance Johnson fell all the way back. It's like a half a lap down now.
Oh, man.
After he whacked that wall.
Yep, and nobody to draft with. Oh, man. That's pretty bad. I feel bad for him.
Yep.
And up towards the front, Dale Gravel, he is working with, I think that's Hollingsworth, I think. Yep, Stephen Hollingsworth, and they're on the outside there. But I don't know, because the inside line is just so fast, and they don't have as many guys on the outside. And a couple guys, I think, are moving up there now. The 171 and the 24.
Yeah, they're all scared to go up there. They're trying to test the water.
All right, Hollingsworth switching up now.
Whoa.
3 wide.
Wow. Power up the hill here.
Four-car crash in the back of the field.
You're going to have to speak up just a little bit, Rush.
4-car crash in the back of the field.
Oh, okay.
No yellow? Yep, yellow's out.
Yep, there's a caution.
Okay, looks like Michael Hauser back here. Let's take a trip back here and see if we can figure out what happened to him. It looks like him and his partner here, the number 22 Ralph Shipman. Looked like Ralph Shipman might have got into his rear bumper a little bit.
I think going into 3 and 4, the 71, it just looks like he just turns down into 21. 21 moves up a little bit, but the 71 just cuts straight down, and then
22.
they're on the apron, yeah, and then he just into them, and the 37, they're just innocent bystanders.
Oh man. It looked like he almost had it saved right there, but he's on that apron. Ralph he's kind of on the apron too, and trying to steer out of this. Looks like Hauser does get it down off the track, but then Ralph Shipman, trying to save it, comes back down and taps him again. Oh,
sends them both back up into the track.
Yep, right up into the paths. Oh man, of the 37.
Yep, the 7 and the 10. 10 made it by.
Wow.
37 wasn't so lucky.
Yep. Man, that's too bad. All right, so let's get back up here. Looks like Ralph on pit road here. Dale Smalley now out front. And it does look like the 44 did actually get to go back around. So that's pretty cool.
I think he was just riding up in the front because he was 2 laps down, so I think he put himself in a good position going 1 lap down now.
I think we're going to see these guys come down pit road, guys. I think they're going to want to probably thinking about maybe topping off these tanks of fuel, and maybe some of the guys that didn't change tires might want to think about doing right side tires or something.
At
the
least
fuel.
right side.
I don't know how much they can get out of the tank, but
I'm thinking it's about 38 to 40 laps, but well, I may be wrong on that. Hey T Brown, how you doing, bud? Travis, you know how many laps they can get at Daytona here on a tank of fuel? Isn't it like about 38 or 40? We do have a few guys coming down pit road now.
Yep.
Dale Smalley staying out. And it looks like Kevin Savory coming down on pit road. He was running in the third position, and he stopped for fuel only, and so did the 54 of Stephen Hollingsworth. 35 to 40. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. So 35 to 40 laps, guys. So even from here, these guys are still going to have to stop one more time.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a little bit of a game plan here for Dale Smalley, because, you know, he did stop there on that last caution and took right side tires. So he may try to run. Yeah, he may try to run a few more laps here, and then maybe stop for fuel only, and enough to take him the rest of the way. Him and Gary Bauer now hooked back up here in first and second, but Gary will be restarting on the outside of him. So we're going to have to see how the game plan is going to fall here with them two. We may see Smalley just kind of back off just for a little bit and let Bauer get by him, maybe after they get into turn one, and duck down in front of him.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. Michael D'Amico running in the fourth spot. Wow, look at here.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then.
He's going to pop in here in a minute and say, I heard that.
That's okay.
Steve Staten going to be restarting fifth. It looks like the lights are off on the pace car and everybody's doubling back up. And we're going to get back to green flag racing. Now we're past halfway here, guys. And again, like I said, they're still going to have to stop for one more pit stop, because they can't make it from here.
I don't think so. I think they'll be a couple laps short.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5 or 6 laps short, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like Travis said there, 40 laps, to get 40 laps out of this requires drafting the whole way. So that's why I was kind of thinking about 38. I think 38 is about as far as you can dare to go. And
yeah, before you get the...
Yeah. And we seen a race the other night where somebody, I think it was a lead race there, Rush, that Vic Greenwood thought he could go one more lap, and he ran out of fuel coming out of...
in the lead. I remember that.
Yeah, coming out of turn 4. He ran out of fuel. He just tried to push it one more extra lap and didn't quite make it. That was at Talladega, though.
Yeah.
And it's hard to, you basically can't even say fuel at super speedway races because you have to be in the gas so long. So the leader is at a disadvantage because he's leading the pack, and he's like, you have to be behind somebody and use their draft on it to save fuel.
All right, pace car ducks off. Green, green, green. We're back to green flag racing here, taking lap 47. Smalley pulling out a little bit of a lead here. Not sure if Bauer's going to try to duck down in behind him, and he does. So those two getting hooked up right off of the bat. Michael D'Amico getting up to the high side, going up there with the 38 of William Keogh. Oh, Keogh dumping them off and coming back down on the low line.
Wow.
So Michael D'Amico up there all by himself till he can get some help up there with, from the number 8, Steve Staten on the high side. But D'Amico's, he's going to try to bring it back down the line, and he does. Good and safe. Good job. Slides it back down to the inside line. Good job, Michael.
About time he did something smart.
Oh, you're going to pay for Alan Rush.
Now Dale Smalley, our points leader, he's up in the front leading more laps with Gary Bauer in second now.
Bauer's led 29 laps, and right now Dale Smalley's only led 14, but we still got an awful lot of racing to go here, but those two hooked up now, but they kind of reversed roles because Smalley was pushing before.
58 spun, not the 10.
Who?
10 gets to 37, and there's a 44 again.
Oh, no. Well, let's go back here and take a look at it. Mark Maffitt. Cautions breed cautions, and we're sure seeing it tonight.
Man, a lot of these accidents are coming from the back.
Yeah. All right, Mark Maffitt coming into turn 3 here.
I think it was Cecil Johnson too.
We got the 58 and the 37 getting into it. It looked like the 58 had went up high. Ooh, man.
The 10 blew his motor. He's got a tow.
Yeah, let's go
He's
back.
already a lap down.
Let's go back and take a look at that one more time, because it looked like the 58 here was really trying to go up the hill.
Man, the 10 of Mark Maffitt and the 37 of Glenn Suave, they just took massive hits into the outside wall. And the 44 of George Bart just drills them too.
It looked like Cecil Jackson here in the 58 was a little bit all over the place, but, Michael D'Amico right ahead of him. No, that wasn't Michael D'Amico. I'm sorry. Oh, and he comes back down the hill, and, oh, man, I'm telling you what, the 37 of Glenn Suave was right there.
Yeah, he couldn't go nowhere.
No. Doggone. All right, so it looks like Cecil Jackson is off of the track at the moment. And this is gonna let the leaders come down pit road now, guys. And this is just what we were looking for, to see if these leaders were going to come down pit road. Dale Smalley bringing it into his pit stall. Gary Bauer bringing it into his. Is it going to be fuel only or what? It looks like fuel only here for both of these guys. And they're away. All right.
Full tanks.
Yeah. Now they should be able to make it. Well, it's going to be pushing the envelope here. They're going to have to do it in the draft to make it from here on out. They need one more caution and don't pit, and they should be all right.
They're not making it.
They may be 2 laps short, maybe. Maybe
No,
2
they're not
laps
going to
short.
make it. It's 45 laps. They're not going to make it.
40 laps.
All right, 40 laps. They're not going to make
Yeah,
it.
so about 2, maybe 2-3 short. It's still too long to make it. You probably need to pit one more time and just get splash fuel.
Yep. Unless they come back to the pits again and splash off again.
David
I
Whiteside.
don't know. The MaxSpeedTV truck is showing 106 estimated laps under caution.
Yeah, under caution. That'll go down pretty quick when you get out there and start running. But let's get out here on the track and see if we can get a word in with one of these drivers.
Yeah, it's about time you ask somebody a question.
David Whiteside, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I have a copy.
David, we've seen you stayed out there. How's your truck running tonight? Good job? Or, good job in the race, but is it running good tonight? Wow. messed that up.
Seems to be running just fine.
Well, we seen you stayed out there. You didn't pit with these guys. Are you kind of like off pit sequence, or do you think you have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way, or are you hoping for another caution?
I don't have enough fuel. It'll be cutting it real close. But yeah, I figure we'll get another caution.
All right, David. Well, good luck out there today, and maybe we'll see you in Victory Lane.
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank Dirty South Racing, Barks Competition, and the Popsicle Man for drawing me this truck.
Hopefully you'll have enough fuel to
I got to
make
pass
that
you
run.
out from Philip.
All right, so he said he's definitely going to be short on fuel, but he may be able to save enough if there's another caution, maybe to make it the rest of the way. But he said he thinks it's going to be too close. So
Yeah, I think he's gonna go coming out of turn 3.
well, you know, there
2
was
laps to go.
quite a few of these guys stayed out. Now Gary Bauer going to be restarting in the 9th position, and Dale Smalley going to be restarting in the 10th position. I kind of expect them to get right back up into the hunt. I half believe they're going to go right on that high side as quickly as they can, and they're going to try to motor by all these guys.
Yep, and there goes that 2 laps of fuel they're gonna need.
Well, they're probably going to hope for another caution too, and we may
I'm
see
thinking
it.
that. Thinking that too.
We may see it. As caution breed cautions. It's been kind of unfortunate that these last few laps, we went quite a few laps green there, and now these last few laps, we haven't really gone too far since then without having another caution come out pretty quick. So 3 cautions, 10 lead changes so far in this race.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Lights are off on the pace car now, so next lap.
Too early for Christmas songs.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't. I love Christmas.
Michael D'Amico going to be restarting in the 3rd position. Whoa. Bring it home, Crash.
Yeah, that's got to be a mistake.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, scoring mistake.
We're going to get one of them cuss words again here in a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you what, though, he's definitely one of them sneaky drivers that can steal one out of here.
Oh, yeah. And, he's been running so good in these trucks this week in the official races. He has really been kicking some butt out there this week. He's gained a lot of I rating. I think he was telling me this morning over 200 I rating he's gained just this week. And yeah, he's definitely a voice to be reckoned with. He just needs a partner, a full-time partner out here to race with, and I think he could probably win this race.
Yeah, he needs a head.
Yeah, there you go. You're exactly right. He needs Ed.
Needs a head.
Where's Ed?
One of our max speed racers for
Yep.
everybody that doesn't know.
Where is he? Where is he when we need him, huh?
Yeah, you know where he is. He's probably home sleeping.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, the
Lights
pace,
are off the pace car.
yeah, we're getting ready to go here. Pace car ducks off. Green, green, green.
Green, green, green.
Crash to get up there and work with David Whiteside. I think those two might be able to stay up front. The 38 really muscling here. William Keogh up on the high side there with the 25 of Lance Johnson. And they're not clear to come down yet.
Nope. I think D'Amico's got the push.
He does stay right on Whiteside's bumper, and they come down the backstretch here. And it looked for a minute there like Keogh was going to dump off his partner, Lance Johnson, but he thought better of it. Michael's got he's got Whiteside pushed back up to the lead again. So So hang in there, Michael. You're doing a great job. Don't get that thing too hot.
Yeah, those four are pulling away from the field just a little bit.
Yes, they are. They're side-by-side racing here, and boy, I'm telling you what, they're doing a great job. Back here to the 54, Stephen Hollingsworth has come up clear up to the 5th spot now after that restart. So he's doing quite well. It looks like Gary Bauer coming along with him. Those two might be getting to work together. I don't see Smalley now. Smalley back in
69, 12.
He's back in 13th place. Dale Smalley is. He's fallen way back.
He was up on the high side with nobody behind him.
Going back here to him. He's the last one on this lead pack right now.
And Steve Staten and Garrett Konzelman, they are teammates, and they have found themselves. They worked in the very beginning of this race. They worked together, so they may come up to the field here, maybe steal the win away from these guys.
Michael D'Amico now just pushing the crap out of that. And Michael D'Amico maybe going to lead this lap. He may probably going to want to come back up the hill. I'm not sure if he's going to want to come up the hill and pick up his partner.
That's
and
what he does.
Good job. That's what you
that
call
lap.
that. He took the eye back out of team.
Thought it was just gonna be like, see ya.
Ooh, Michael got a little bit loose right there, but managed to, at least he led a lap. Good job by Michael tonight. Now the
And
54.
Gary Bauer and Stephen Hollingsworth, I'm sorry, Rudy, they're battling for the lead now.
Hollingsworth back out here. And Bauer just pushing the daylights out of him.
William Keogh, he gets a little bit loose in that corner because his partner at 25, Lance Johnson, they made contact, almost spun him out.
Looking back on Bauer pushing Hollingsworth here, man, I'm telling you, that's some really intense racing. Looks like Bauer does back off a little bit to cool that engine down. You know, he's probably doing it the right way, backing off a little bit in the turns and pushing the heck out of them on the straightaways. That's not a bad thing to do.
And that high line has fallen way back now. And Steve Staten and Gary Konzelman, they're up in 3rd and 4th. Sorry, Rudy.
Yeah, you're all right. And that's exactly what Bauer's doing. He's pushing on the straightaways and backing off in the turns. He can afford that right now because they are in the lead, them too.
Here comes that top line.
And they're coming back, huh?
In the 8 and the 13, they're moving out there because they see the head of steam that they have, but I don't know if they can do it or not.
Michael D'Amico back down to the low line now.
Maybe taking their line away. The outside line just basically moves to the inside.
Yeah, they come back down the line, and probably not a bad choice by them. You don't want to get back there too far and lose this front pack. He can stay right where he's at. He could wind up pulling this win out of this if he can get by Bauer and company up there in the front.
Now William Keogh is caught up with Gary Konzelman on the outside, and maybe they can make something happen now.
Konzelman up here into the 4th spot. Well, actually I'm showing him in 5th, according to my scoring. Coming around this time here to take lap 60, so 2/3 of the race. Yeah, I know that is kind of a shocker there, ain't it, Travis? That Michael D'Amico was in the lead for 1 lap. Hey, led a lap. That's cool. I just want to see him finish his race in a good place, and he deserves it. He's been racing his heart out this week, and yeah, he has. But yeah, on that high side, Steve Staten coming strong.
They're scrolling up here on that high finish line, huh?
Yeah, that whole line, but you know, they got about 6 of them working up there together, and if they can keep going like they're going, they may be able to pull something off on that high line.
I think the 13 of Konzelman, he may be just a little bit hot, and I think he's just trying to duck out of line just a little bit and cool his engine off.
Looking here, going to go right on the roof cam of Michael D'Amico and check and see what how it looks from up there. He's looking ahead here too. Bauer pushing Hollingsworth. Bauer way down below the yellow line. Must be trying to get some air in that truck.
He's been pushing Stephen Hollingsworth like crazy the past couple laps.
And that does afford the 8th of Steve Staten on the high side to get a little bit of run, him and Konzelman. And it looks like maybe Steve Staten may lead this lap. He does. Steve Staten now our new leader. So Steve Staten's going to be, he'll get that valuable point for leading the lap.
It's just the outside line. They can pull, the lead car can pull out just barely, but they can't clear the guys.
Yeah, they get
it's just hard to clear them.
Yeah, they get that parachute effect. And then, of course, I think Gary Bauer might have been pushing the heck out of Stallingworth up here to get him back out in the lead, you know, right when they were out there, so it's kind of a nip and tuck thing. We've got quite a few of them in this lead back here, clear back to Dale Smalley now in the 13th place. Running in the 13th spot, last one in that group that's with them, so I don't think that's where he wants to be, but I think he's hoping for another caution, maybe to get that truck back up in the front. Went up here to Mark Brown. Mark Brown running in the 10th spot in the number 73. Mark having a pretty good day. He did get tangled up in that little bit of a mess there early on, but he's come back running in the 10th spot. So great job by Mark out there today.
A lot of these guys have made really good comebacks, like the 13 of Gary Konzelman. I think he got in 2 wrecks maybe. Now he's back battling for the win.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome for these guys.
Now D'Amico and who is that? I think that's Whiteside, David Whiteside on the outside now.
Yes, sir.
They pulled out in front. D'Amico may even lead this lap.
Looks like coming to the line, he does. Michael D'Amico leading the lap, another lap. Travis, don't have a heart attack on us there. He's in Twitch chat saying, "Oh my gosh, D'Amico in the front." Good job, Michael. I don't care what Travis says. Good job. Now
David Grable there.
Hollingsworth back up in the front now. Why did I say Stallingworth? I meant Hollingsworth. Sorry about that. Hollingsworth back up in the front, being pushed by Gary Bauer. Gary trying to keep it down low to get some air in that thing. Boy, he needs air in that truck bad. So, you know what? He keeps pushing like that. We may wind up seeing him pop that motor.
That'd be really unlucky. Now it's just D'Amico and Whiteside on the outside line. Most of the outside line has fallen way back and lost the lead pack, sort of.
Looks like maybe Crash might have found himself a good partner up there. Them two have been working together now since this restart, and they've been doing quite well up on that high side by themselves.
Not letting the leaders check out, that's for sure.
That's for sure, yeah. I was just hoping that they could get 2 or 3 more cars up there with them. Trucks.
I see it too.
Looks like we may have, looking at, is that Dale Smalley coming up on that outside?
Up 69.
Yeah, he's trying to get into their draft.
Yeah, he was side drafting for the last 7 laps. No partner.
Yeah, if he can get up there into their draft, that's going to put 3 of them up on that high side. And it looks like Whiteside may have backed off of D'Amico just a little bit to cool that engine down. He's been pushing for quite a few laps. Now Smalley's reeled them in, and Smalley moving up through the field like I figured. Here they are coming to lap 69 already.
Gary Conlon and Steve Staten, they're sort of catching up too. So if the high line can get working, then they may come back up through the field and challenge again. Because the outside line is falling back just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm looking at Steve Staten has fallen clear back to the 13th position, and they were up there challenging for the leader just a few laps ago.
Well, they almost lost the draft there, and the 73 is sort of poking his nose up, maybe trying to go up to the outside line, but he stays down.
Oh, we're doing good here, bud. We're doing good. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. David Whiteside now, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but him and Michael D'Amico have fallen back quite a little ways. And like I said, they need somebody up there. Smalley trying to get up and work with them. But I think Whiteside overheated that engine and had to back off of D'Amico to cool it down.
And I think just the outside line, there's just a bunch of comers and goers. Like, a couple guys will get on the outside line and they'll fall back because they push too much. And then some more guys come up and it just cycles through like that. So, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all did too. Very nice time. Just me and my wife and my mother-in-law. We had a pretty nice day. Here comes Michael D'Amico and David Whiteside on that outside again. So I'm telling you what, those two have got a combination there that I think they've been keeping secret here amongst all these drivers. I don't know. I think they were slipping. It looks like Michael D'Amico may come around and lead this lap again. No, he does not. Hollingsworth come back pretty good there.
There was a spin off in way back in Phil Cecil Johnson. He caught the apron, but still green.
So these, we're seeing a lot of, on the high side, the guys get a good run, but then they fall back. When they get a good run, then they fall back. So, but the secret's going to be is to make sure that they're going to be there on the last lap. Because right now, guys, we have 20 laps to go. And Hollingsworth out in the lead. He's led 12 laps. I don't know if he's going to top Gary Bauer. Gary Bauer's led 29. Right now, I think Hollingsworth would have to lead all the rest of them to lead the most laps in this race. That would make him 31 laps and beat Gary Bauer by 1 or 2 laps.
It looks like David Whiteside is disconnected from Michael D'Amico, and now Bill Smalley's pushing Michael.
Oh boy.
On the outside.
Well, that could be another deadly combination too.
I think David, he just pulled off his engine, and Dale got by him.
Okay, yep. Well, I think David Whiteside was really overheating that engine. He pushed a heck of a lot of laps, on the back bumper of Michael D'Amico, and I think he really. I hope he didn't do damage to the motor. That's going to be the biggest thing. Just hoping he didn't do damage.
I heard him say in the iRacing chat, he said he needed a caution, so I don't know if he had engine damage or He's maybe short on gas, maybe.
Well, he did say at the beginning of the race there when they interviewed him that he was going to be short on fuel. So, he may be just trying to save some fuel right now because he's falling way back. He's clear back to the 11th spot. He may be just trying to get in the drafter and hopefully maybe save enough fuel, but I don't know. I think he's going to be about probably 5 to 7 laps short, I believe.
Now Michael D'Amico and Dale Smalley are back up,
16 laps
challenging.
to go.
Yes, sir. Michael D'Amico back out in front right at the moment.
There's a run. He can get that.
And you know,
Gary
Smalley's not gonna back off of him until they get out and clear. Boy, they're almost clear right now. Oh, Michael D'Amico comes down the hill. Smalley comes with him. Oh no, wait a minute. No, he doesn't. Smalley dumping him off. Oh no.
And he's going with Gary Bauer. Gary Bauer left Stephen Hollingsworth and they just dropped him off. They were working together.
No.
But see, they're on the outside. You know how hard it is for the outside guys to keep on working with each other.
Yeah, this is true. Now, Michael D'Amico could be in the driver's seat right here. No pun intended. He could be, you know, right where he wants to be to win this thing. It's coming 16 to go. And if this stays green the rest of the way, he could wind up coming out the winner here today.
Yeah, it's just the outside line. They're good for a couple laps though, and Dale Smalley makes contact with Stephen Hollingsworth.
Wow.
That was almost
a door
bad.
check.
And they're coming up on lap traffic here now. I don't know what these lap cars are going to wind up doing, but somebody's going to have to do something here. Let's go to Michael D'Amico's cockpit view, and let's kind of keep an eye on it and see how this is going to play out here as they're coming up on this lap traffic. Looks like they're all staying high. Well, not all of them, but oh man, Dale Smalley dumps off Gary Bauer, so Dale Smalley back out in the lead now. I don't think that was intended, but he dumps off Gary Bauer on that high side. It looks like Michael D'Amico's got a little bit of a dirty windshield looking out his windshield here, guys. Michael D'Amico can hang right on Bauer's bumper like that. They could maybe wind up coming home 1-2.
I don't know, Gary Bauer, he is just falling way back now. He's now, I don't know. Well, it's right now it says he's in 5th position, but he has fallen almost to the tail end of this front pack.
Yeah, he's back in the 10th position now. He's still on the high side and nobody out there to work with him. I don't think he was too awful happy with that move. I bet you wasn't too happy with Smalley for dumping him off like that. He got Smalley up there and Smalley just dumped him like a hot potato.
But it's getting down here pretty
That's
close
what
to 10 to
friends are
go.
for.
It's getting close to 10 to go, so I don't think Dale is going to go back to get him at all. They're just going to work with D'Amico now.
Yes, sir. Looks like D'Amico just pushing the crap out of him right now. And this is what it's going to take to bring that home 1-2. But he's going to have to make sure he keeps that engine cool. Push when he needs to, and he can back off a little bit, get some air in that motor to cool it off. That's what he's going to have to start doing. 12 laps to go here, guys, coming down to the closing laps. And by the looks of it, it looks like it may stay green the rest of the way. I hope I didn't just jinx the race, but... Michael D'Amico, okay, they're going to switch up here. I think they might have been communicating there when Michael probably told Dale, hey, I'm really hot here, But that's going to put Hollingsworth back out front now.
I think that was detrimental to the...
That was a horrible switch.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Sure
was. And now this could end well for Michael, or not end well for Michael D'Amico, because
my
Dale Smalley and Gary Bauer, they are nose to tail now.
Yeah, and Dale Smalley and Michael D'Amico going clear back to the 8th and 9th position after that horrible switch. And they're back here with Gary Bauer now. So Gary Bauer not sure what's gonna happen here.
The grandmother could have switched better than that.
Looks like Smalley and Bauer gonna hook up together again and go by Michael D'Amico. What? This is bad here for Michael.
Oh, yeah, man, that's just bad juju right there.
I can't believe Bauer hooked back up with Smalley after Smalley dumped him off like he did.
I think Smalley may have just said switch, and just so he could get back with
That's just
Bauer.
dirty pool right there.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Very dirty pool, but
That's dirty pool right there.
it's racing. But poor to Michael D'Amico, man, he got dumped off again like a hot potato, so he goes back to the 10th position.
Yep, went from hero to zero in 2 seconds.
Yes, sir.
And now we have a whole different front of the field. I mean, Stephen Hollingsworth, he's been out there, but Dale Gravel, Mark Brown, Kevin Savory, Lance Johnson, they've been in the middle of the pack most of the race now. And now they're up here battling for the win.
10 laps to go, coming to 9 to go this time by, guys.
Wonder how much fuel they got left.
We may see him start running out here pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of itching to see who's going to put first.
We'll know when we get down to 5 to go. We'll know just how much fuel these guys actually got.
And I just heard from Stephen Hollingsworth, he's not going to make it. So our leader is not good.
Oh boy! All right. I don't think he can save enough fuel to go from here because he was probably a good 5-6 laps short.
Yep. And now George Bark and George Bark 2 on the outside, they are pushing each other now. George Bark 2 is in 7th position. Well, he's moved up now since last time. He's moved up, and George Bark in the 44 is pushing him, and he's 2 laps down.
Yeah, so
Nico's coming in the pit.
Yep, D'Amico is short, I'm guessing.
oh brother, maybe that could have been in the conversation there too. We don't know whether he might have said, "Hey, I'm going to be short on fuel, I'm going to have to stop." So maybe he sent Bauer up with Smalley.
Got a splash and it's gone.
Well, doggone it. That's going to put him clear back away, so wow. He's going to be the
Really
last
big
one on
shakeups
the
here.
lap to finish in the 12th spot.
No, because everybody else is going to have to pit.
Well, maybe not
It
everybody.
might work for him.
Yeah, it might have. We might have a couple guys that'll have to pit. You keep that thing straight, Michael. Keep her going. Don't
Yeah.
give up.
And George Bark and George Bark 2 on the outside, they are not leaving each other's bumpers, man. They are just pushing each other, trying to get up to the lead.
They're coming up on Michael D'Amico now to put Michael a lap down. And oh, brother. He stayed high, but boy, I'm going to tell you what, that was close.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Still shuffling.
George Bark almost rear-ended him. I know which George Bark, right?
Yeah.
And the number
They're both
44.
Yeah, they're both pushing each other.
Yeah, the number 44 is George Bark, not George Bark 2 in the 24. So we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on Hollingsworth up here and see if he's going to run out of fuel, because this time by, guys, going to be 5 laps to go. You could be right, Rush. This could play out into Michael D'Amico's hand. He's probably still going to be a lap down, but he may be able to pick up a couple positions on that. Steve Staten now falling back to the 11th spot. What happened there? Is he out of fuel? Well, looks like maybe he might have got caught up in something there, and he's going really slow around here.
He may be out of fuel.
He's coming down pit road right now, guys.
I think he's out.
Him and his partner, the 13 there, Gary Kunzelman, both of them coming down pit road. So both of them could be short on fuel. This could be playing right into Michael D'Amico's hands. We're going to have to stay up front you keep an eye on Hollingsworth to see if Hollingsworth is going to run out of fuel.
I'd look out in the next couple laps. They may be doing something here. Him and the 21, they're sort of communicating about what's going to happen. So
we could see quite the shakeup here. Dale Grave will pull this out, or maybe even Mark Brown. Unless them guys have got a pit too.
and Mark Brown, if he can get up here and win this race, he has been in 2 or 3 accidents today.
Wow. 4 laps to go.
69.
Folks. Oh, we got a bunch of them. No caution yet.
They're off the track.
No caution. Boy, a couple of them got turned around. Who the heck was that? Anybody get the number?
69.
That would be
Dale Smalley.
Dale Smalley.
Our points leader.
Okay, so this is shaking it up pretty good. And you know what? I'm thinking that might have been a heck of a move from Michael D'Amico. He's up to the 10th spot right now. He's 1 lap down, but... And I don't think there's nobody drafting with him right at the moment.
I just got word that Michael Keogh is 1 lap short.
Oh, brother. See, this is going to...
See, D'Amico, though, he's right there behind those leaders.
Yep.
Yeah, if they run out and because he's a lap down, he can just get by.
So this could shake out pretty heavy duty here, guys. Coming to 2 to go. And Hollingsworth, it looks like Hollingsworth is going to try to stay out there and run it the rest of the way. 2 more. Oh, no, he's out of fuel.
He's out.
Out of fuel, and he's trying to get it slow to keep it off the track. Wow, what a job he did there. Holy smokes.
Another one out of fuel, too.
I got Dale Gravel up here in the lead, and he's being pushed by the 89 here of Kevin Savory. Mark Brown on the high side, but doesn't really have a great run up there. Coming to 1 to go. This is
another
going to
one
be...
out of fuel in turn 3.
Wow, we got a bunch of them that had pushed the window out here.
Kevin Savory, he's down.
Oh my!
He's out. So it's down to a 2-man race. Dale Grable and Mark Brown here.
Holy smokes! This could be a nail biter right to the end, guys.
That one of them may run out. You never know. Maybe good.
Yeah.
They are still nose to tail here.
Coming down the backstretch, going into turn 3.
There goes Mark Brown to the outside. I don't know if he can do anything, though.
He's trying to get a little side draft off of Dale here, but Dale's trying to put the block on him. Coming to the line. Does he have enough to get him? This is going to be a close one. Mark Brown going to pull it out here today. Wow. Good job,
What a race, man.
Holy crap. What a finish. Oh, my. We've seen everything here today, guys.
Yep. Awesome race.
I think that finish deserves a rewatch there.
Oh, man, I am telling you. Let's go back and, let's rewind this back and watch that again. Because coming to the line, that was amazing stuff. Now we're going to go back further than that. We'll try to get this on a different camera angle here to watch this, because this was amazing stuff. Yeah, what a finish, guys. Coming right out of 4 here. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, they had one heck of a run, and Mark Brown had a heck of a run on that high side. So coming to the line right here, I'm going to slow it right down so we can see this, because it was a very, very close finish.
I don't think any of the top five finishers had Michelangelo's painting on their car.
So you can see, looks like Gravel takes it way down low, trying to get away from him, but coming to the line, right there it is. The 73 of Mark Brown bringing it home today, beating Dale Gravel.
Nice paint job.
Oh man, that was a great finish. All right, so let's get back up here to live, and they're sitting here waiting for a picture or whatever, and we'll try to give them a little second there to. Everybody wants to congratulate the winner. We'll give them a second to do that, and we'll open a mic and see if we can get a word in with these guys.
Oh, Rudy, I think I have to run now. I have a league race in like 30 minutes maybe, right. I'm guessing. So I'm sorry I can't stay for the interviews.
All right, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
It's been fun. That was a great race.
Yes, it was. All right, it looks like everybody is quiet at the moment, so let me see if I can get a word in here.
Yeah.
Mark Brown, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy, go ahead.
Hey, congratulations coming home in the top spot here today, Mark. Wow, that was one heck of a finish. We seen cars, running out of fuel, or trucks running out of fuel on that last couple laps, and but you managed to keep it out there. Tell us a little bit about how the racing was out there for you today, because we seen you go from the front to the back to the middle and back up to the front.
Well, I was everywhere, from the back to up to fifth, sixth. I got kind of out of sequence with the pit stops, and I had 2 extra laps of fuel, so that was very intense.
Well, it looked like pretty intense side-by-side racing up there. We seen a couple of trucks get tangled up there with a couple to go, and we seen some cars that were a lap down. Michael D'Amico was one that really surprised us. He had to pit, and he wound up coming home finishing in the top 10, so great job by him. But we've seen a lot of everything happen out there today. So, but for you to bring this home in the top spot today, congratulations. And beating Dale to the line, I didn't see the final, how close it was, but that was a great finish. You had a great run coming off of turn 4, the both of you, and looked like he was trying to put a little bit of a block on you, but you had a good run on that outside. So, but anyhow, congratulations, Mark. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank Dirty South Racing. This is my first race with these guys, actually the second. And Bart Competition Karting, you guys there, TV, and everybody else, man. It was a blast.
All right, well, thank you very much there, Mark, and congratulations again. Good job. David Gravel, you got it. No, Dale Gravel, I'm sorry, I'll get it right here. Dale Gravel, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Great run there, Dale. Was you trying to put a little block on Mark on the outs or on the inside coming out of turn 4? Because it looked like you were, but you kind of was playing it safe and thought seconds better than not finishing, correct?
Well, it would have been nice if I won it, but I was trying to block Mark there, but he just has such a good run on that outside. There's nothing I could do except just rub it out and see who's going to cross that line first. I wasn't going to do him like I done Dale Smalley.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it was a great race out there. Looked like, come down to a fuel mileage race pretty much. And but you brought home second today, and that's a pretty doggone good finisher for Daytona, staying out of all the wrecks there that we've seen. But congratulations again on your second spot today. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Dirty South Racing and MaxSpeedTV and George Banks, and Barks, and tell you the truth, Mark, good job, bud. I'm proud of you for beating me like that, man. I have some respect for you.
All right, well, great job out there by you today too, Dale. Good racing, buddy. Gary Bauer, you got a copy? This is Rudy Cummings in the booth.
Yes, sir, I got you, Rudy.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of pretty tough luck out there by some of these guys that were running up there so good. Dale Smalley, I didn't exactly go back and watch, would see what happened because we were really focused on this battle up here for this lead. But looked like he may have gotten hooked or whatever the deal was, but he spun out. But you two were hooked up quite a bit of the first part of the race, and he kind of dumped you off there once, and I don't know, but you know what? You wound up coming home third spot, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. Yeah, it was a good race. Congratulations, Mark and Dale. Yeah, he got together with the trucks on the outside there, and they both went to the infield, and luckily I just scooted by him.
Well, it was one heck of a race here. 90 laps at Daytona. I didn't see. Let me see here what we wound up with. 3 cautions, but we had 25 lead changes. So I mean that's pretty amazing for this great race here at Daytona tonight. But anyhow, Gary, congratulations on your third spot finish. You want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Yeah, Dirty South Racing, thanks guys. Yeah, this is 2 races I've been in now at the super speedways and the plate tracks, and we've had excellent races. The first one was 2 cautions, so good group of guys, good job to all of them. They ran a good race. MPR, Mark Montanari, setup analyzer of MaxSpeedTV, and thank you guys. You guys do a great job, and we appreciate everything you do for us and with us. And, happy holidays to everybody.
Absolutely, Gary, and thank you very much. And again, congratulations on your third spot tonight, and great finish. Great race by everybody out there today.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. I forgot that George Bark. They do a lot for the series and for the other series I'm in, and they just do a lot for people here on our racing. And thank you guys. We appreciate it very much.
Okay, Gary, thank you. All right, well, that'll wrap it up here. Let's go down the list real quick here and see where everybody finished. Mark Brown, of course, our winner here. Dale finishing 42 1/1000ths of a second behind Mark Brown there as they crossed the line. That was a great close finish. Gary Bauer sneaking it in a couple seconds back, but we had a few guys that kind of ran out of fuel. Kevin Savory, George Bark too, they both ran out of fuel, but they barely managed to make it to cross the line there, 4th and 5th. Kevin saved, boy, I'm really with it. Kevin Savory finishing 4th, George Bark 2 finishing 5th, Lance Johnson 6th, Dale Smalley 7th. In 8th place was Gary Konzelman. 9th, Steve Staten. Michael D'Amico finishing in 10th spot. That was a great finish for him. We'll have to see if we can't get a word in with him here in a minute before he checks out and find out exactly what all happened there. But anyhow, going on here, 11th spot, William Keogh. 12th, David Whiteside. We knew David, he said he wasn't going to make it to the end, ran out of fuel. Stephen Hollingsworth, that was another one. He ran out of fuel, and he said he wasn't going to have enough to make it to the end, and he wasn't kidding. Finishes in the 13th spot. Michael Hauser, 14th. George Bark, 15th. Ralph Shipman, 16th. Glenn Suave, 17th. Cecil Jackson, 18th. Philip Carsley, 19th. Mark Maffett, 20th. Lloyd Carver, 21st. And that was the tail end of the field right there. So, but anyhow, great race out here by these guys today. Rush, you got any last-minute comments before we talk to Michael?
Oh, that was a great race, man. I enjoyed everything. We had a bit of everything in that one.
Oh, we sure did. It was intense the whole way because you just never knew. The outside was fast, the inside was fast, and the changing of the guard and everything. But anyhow, let's get a word in with Michael here and find out if he can kind of give us an insight of what happened to him. Michael?
Yeah, Rudy, what's going on?
Yeah, what happened to you there, buddy? Did you run short on fuel, or what was the deal?
Yeah, I had some good pushers, some good help out there for a little bit, and I'm thinking this is great. I'm got Dale Smalley behind me. My hair's still flying back. I mean, we were just flying. I'm thinking we're gonna have a great finish, and No cautions came out. I looked down at the fuel gauge. I'm four laps short of fuel, so off to the pits I went.
Oh man. Well,
I just wanted to get out of Dale's way, and let him go on. I didn't want to hold him up because I was going to run out and possibly cause a wreck. So.
Well, you still ran really good. We're very proud of you. You come home in the 10th spot today, Michael. So, considering everything, it kind of turned out to be a fuel mileage race out there toward the end because we've seen a lot of cars run out of fuel, and you picked up a couple positions because of it. So, but we're proud of you, and great race out there today, Michael.
Yep, great race day for MaxSpeedTV truck, and just didn't get enough guys running out of fuel. I wish there would have been more.
Absolutely.
But I'll be out there in Vegas next week, though.
All right. Lee, we got Lee Ridge in the booth with us here. Lee, you got anything you'd like to say to our viewers out there?
I just want to say great race to the drivers. Thanks to all our sponsors. Thanks for MaxSpeedTV, and thanks to GeorgeBark.com, Dirty South Racing, and Michelangelo Payton, man, for putting an extra $5 up. These guys actually did good. I thought it was a really good race. They battled long and hard throughout the whole entire race, guys, and finally it come down to fuel issue, and that's what it took. It was a great race. I just want to say thanks, guys. That was awesome. I enjoyed every bit of it. I hope the viewers did too.
They were pretty much excited in here. They were rooting for a bunch of different drivers, and we've seen all kinds of rooting going on in there. But yeah, it was a great race, Lee. Again, you guys put on a heck of a show here for the viewers, and we appreciate broadcasting good races like this. This kept us on the edge of our seat the whole race because it was back and forth, up and down, people going from the front to the back and back to the front, and it was just super to see that kind of racing out there. A lot of respect and for each other, and even if they were a lap down car, they were still showing respect for each other, getting the heck out of the way and letting the leaders go by cleanly. And we've seen that time after time. So good job by everybody out there.
Hey, Rudy, if I can just get a second to thank Lee Ridge and Dirty South Racing for mentioning Michelangelo's painting and also letting me sponsor the next race.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Michael's going to be one of our sponsors. Michelangelo Painting going to be a sponsor for next week's race at where is it? Las Vegas.
I believe it's Las Vegas.
Yeah, and how many laps will we be doing there, Lee?
I think it's going to be 120, if I am correct. Same as Atlanta.
Very nice, very nice. So, all
right.
right.
Anyway, thanks a lot, Lee Ridge from Michelangelo's Painting, for letting us be a part of that.
We're very proud to have you, as well as MaxSpeedTV. You guys has helped us out a lot, and we're more than willing to help our fellow brothers out. Just put it that way. You guys have done a lot for us. We'll do a lot for you. You guys, and we appreciate everything you've done, guys. You guys been great commentating, great all around, man. I can't even say how much I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right. Well, that'll wrap it up for this week, and we will see you next Friday night at Las Vegas.